Okay.
Hey everybody, so I'm feeling good. Kidney stones out in the bladder. We got back, arms, and chest yesterday. Real happy for as second week as I was all week to got what I got. So it's like starting all over again. So what I did previously with shoulders, which that's what today is, doesn't matter so much. Matters what I can get today, because I got to start all over again, even though it was only a week of being sick. So we'll see what I get done. So first I want to warm up the shoulders. Again, you want to hit shoulders immediately after chest and back arms the next day, no more than 2 days later, because you want your chest and your back arms, which are bigger muscles, tired, so your shoulders take over the movement. That's really important. You got your traps, you got your back here traps, you got 3 shoulder muscles here. All of that has to be worked properly to get your complete shoulder complex working. Anything that you're moving your arms and all that is a rotor cuff movement, so you got to take care of all that all at the same time. So we want to warm up here. I'm just going to warm up with really light weight. Again, I was sick. I just want to warm up. I want to watch what I'm doing. So we got the mirrors here. I'm just using really, really light weight. I just want to warm up my shoulders. Different moves. All I'm doing is warming the area up. I'm not even counting reps. I just want it warm. This is why I'm using really light weight. I want to warm up the area. Again, I've been sick. I had a passive kidney stone turned out. I had constipation at the same time. Not to mention I'm healing all that red stuff that you see all over my chest and everything. That's all skin cancer removal. So we're healing that all at the same time. So that was a fun week. Always warm up real well the area, especially after you've been sick and not really been able to do much. Get the blood flowing. But you don't want to hurt yourself. After you feel that you're warm, no more than about 5 minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes like that. That's when you go to your heaviest weight that you're going to be using. When you tear up at the bottom and go up, the heaviest weight that you're using is not going to be so heavy anymore. And you don't really want to use heavy weights, as I've mentioned a few times, because the concept is, how do you get strong? How do you come back from being weak without injuring yourself? You shouldn't have injury from lifting weights. You do that because A, you're lifting them wrong, or you're using too much weight. Lay down the ego, drop the weight. So we're going to do shoulders here in the back. Here. I need to be in front of the mirror so I can watch this, make sure it's even again. Set my feet here. And you want to bring it down to your ears only, okay? Keep it even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brace it. Lower it with your legs, okay? If you bring it past your ears, it's no longer a trap movement. You want to keep it in your traps. You're also working this area of your shoulder here. So this here's 45 pounds. That's a lot of weight for my strength level, so that's my heaviest weight. That's plenty right now. You got to drop the ego. Drop the ego, do the shit right. This is not about look at me. In the mirror where I can see myself, make sure I keep it even. Set my feet. We begin here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 2 sets of that. It's real good. I'm a long ways away of being able to do 10 sets of 10 at that weight. Long ways away. So, 10 sets of 10 is probably somewhere between 3 and 6 months from now. You go up gradually. This is not a race between you and anybody else. You do it slow and gradual. You will get in shape. You will drop the weight. And if you eat right, you will be healthy. Once you reach a certain age, somewhere around 40 to 50 years old, all the crap that you've been doing the previous part of your life is going to come out and hit you upside the head. In my case, it came out in the kidney stone. If I wasn't taking the right stuff to try and clear my kidneys, that stone would have been a lot worse. They'd been cutting me open. As it was, I had a lot of pain, but nothing like what I understand it can be. Oh my God. And I didn't have surgery, and it passed through, and bing. So it's still in the bladder. But, man, if I'd been like the average American, oh my God. I can't even imagine that kind of pain. Had me moaning on the floor all day Sunday. And I have a pretty high pain tolerance. And position myself, want to watch myself in the mirror. Make sure I'm even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to call that good for this exercise. Real happy with that. I believe that's more than I did last time. And I don't want to extend that exercise too far and tire myself out so I can't do the other things. Like, you have to work the whole muscle group. So write that down. It's 45-pound bar behind shoulder raise. 3 times 10. And we added another exercise, which you have to go way back through the videos to see me do with the battery charger, which I still don't know how much that weighs. We have 30 pounds here. It's a 20-pound bar, 5 pounds a piece. And you want to start this right about here. See the position of my shoulders? It's real important. You start it right about there. You want to watch yourself in the mirror so you can keep it even, okay? You bring it up like this. Right here. 1, drop it down. 2, drop it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really easy to get overbalanced in this. 9, 10. Okay. Now, this exercise here, it's working all the ligaments here, which is really important. It's working the whole shoulder complex of muscles through your rotator cuff and just working in a different way. You see all these muscles here, they all come alive, all through here, this whole region. Doing an exercise is kind of like a slingshot. You go out, you go in, You have to work it from your pivot point at all different angles all the way around. Otherwise it gets strong or weak here, and everything else doesn't get exercised. It stays weak, and then you have a snap. Bing, like a rubber band. That's when you get hurt. That's your tendon. And the muscle is the strength of the rubber band. It's like a rubber band. Okay. I'm going to try for another set of these. See how we feel after that. Hold your gut in. Watch your positioning. Get your mirror ready, okay? You got to see what you're doing. Watch my shoulders, see? You have to be set just right when you do this. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now it's a new exercise, so I'm just going to call that 2 sets of that. Again, I want to have enough so I can get every section of what I'm doing here. Let's see, so we got small bar, 30 pounds, 2 times 10, front, raise, hips to chin. That's where I'm going right here. Okay, hips, chin. There are other exercises you can go up. There's lots of different movements that you have to have. That is this movement. Okay. Now we're going to go with another heavier movement here. And somebody didn't get his bench ready. No names. Okay. Now again, we were at 15 pounds last time. We're certainly not doing 10 sets of 10. So we're going to keep it at 15 pounds until we get a lot stronger. Now, this exercise here, for the back here and the back trap in the center, you have to work that. I see these guys with huge traps here, and nothing in the back. Like, what's up with that? You know, you point it out to them, they get all embarrassed, really. Got to do everything. Can't leave nothing behind, or you will get left behind. Again, we start trying to keep kind of flat, head down. So you want to work that back trap as it comes up. Bring it up. 1, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Going side to side gives me a rest, so you just do it continually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now as you build up in strength, you're going to really start to feel your abs work when you do this. I'm not really there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that was 2 sets. Yep. Third set now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I forgot to write my beginning time down. Does that say how long that's been running?
Nope.
No more than 15 minutes, so we started at that. So it's 1:45. So we'll call it start time at 1:30. Okay, we got rear, raise, bench. We have 15 pounds. It's 3 times 10. And again, I don't want to max out on any of these. I want to leave enough juice so I get everything done. So now we're going to see if we can do this with a 5 pound. Believe it or not, if you get really strong, you can do this in a full body pull-up. I've seen people do it. I've never been that strong. And I was pretty damn strong. I've only seen people do this in prison. You can bring it all the way up and all the way down with your whole body. A pull-up bar. I have never been close. When I was in prison, people kept asking me if I was going to start to do that. And I'm like, dude, are you big enough? And I'm like, no, I ain't. Oh my God. That takes so much strength to be able to do that with full body weight on a pull-up bar. Because it's not just the weight, it's control of your whole body so it doesn't move to do that. The amount of strength that takes. Okay, we got 5 pounds again. One set. 1, 2. Watch the breathing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's just 2 sets, 5 ounces apiece. So you can imagine the strength you got to have doing that full body weight on a pull-up bar. Okay. So the next page here, 26 continued. Front. That's a lateral raise, arms out, hips to overhead. That's what I'm going to call it anyhow. We got 5 pounds, 2 times 10. It's just paper. Make sure you write your notes so you can figure it out 2 weeks later. What does that mean? If you can't figure it out, then you're right. So I'm going to go with 7.5 pounds and see if I can do this or not. I might have to drop the weight. Yeah, I got to drop the weight. You gotta, if you force it, if you swing it, it's too much weight. You gotta drop your ego and do the exercise properly. It's not just the movement, it's the flex. Just a movement ain't doing nothing. I gotta keep it even. I gotta flex it. Give me my little 15-second break. Do a little walk around. Come back and do it again. Go ahead and get a shot from the back so you can see the back and the front at the same time. Watch your stomach, watch your breathing. Set yourself. Flex. I'm flexing it, I'm not swinging it. If it's easy, you're probably not flexing. It's not the weight, it's how you're doing the movement and how you're flexing. That's so important. So that's 2 sets. I'm going to see if I can get one more set in. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. But if I can't do it right, then that's when you back off, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze it. That's good. 3 sets. Only 5 pounds. It's not the weight. It's not the weight. It's not the weight. It's not the weight. It's the resistance. It's doing the exercise properly. I cannot stress that enough. You gotta lay your ego at the door. You can't be showing your buddies how much weight you can move. The chickie you're trying to pick up on. About none of that. That's not why you go to the gym. Side, arms, out, lateral, raise, 5 pounds, 3 times 10. I'm going to try this with 5 pounds. I might have to back off the weight, and that's okay. Alright? This here, I'll show you. You come up here, it works this here. What I just did works that in the trap. This here exercise works this in the trap in a different way. So palms forward. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, believe it or not, when I was pretty fucking big in prison, I never got those movements over 7 pounds. But I was doing 10 sets of 10 of each. Bing, 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 bing. At first they were laughing at me. I think it's funny. Within 2 months, the prices were coming up and cleaning the little window so I could watch myself out of respect because I gained so much. 2 months. They come up, see me get ready and do my sets. They'd rush over and clean my window for me. I didn't ask them, didn't say nothing, I don't even know who they were. They did it every time. When you start doing something, start talking, when you're in a prison yard, people start respecting you. Talk's easy. Anybody talk. Everybody got a mouth. Okay, see if we can hit one more set of that. My little walkabout here. You got to keep the weight light so you can squeeze the muscle. Heavy weight, you have to use a little momentum and you can't squeeze, which means you're not going to work the area, which means you're not going to have any gains. Okay? Those palms out, side, raise, 5 pounds. That's 3 times 10. Again, position of your palms determines what muscles you're working. So I'm going to try this with 5. This is a harder exercise, believe it or not. I might have to drop the weight. You really start it straight up. As you gain a little more strength, you lean forward just a little bit. Just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you're working your traps and you're working this muscle back here. That's why you want to lean forward if you can a little bit, but don't hurt your back. Keep the weight down, make sure your back is strong enough to put yourself a little out of position. You can always do this with an inclined bench when you go to heavier weight. It's stupid lightweight, so that's fine. If I start hitting 15 or 20 pounds of that, I've got to use the bench. You don't want to overtax your back, even if you're strong. It's so easy to slip a disc when you put weight behind it. It's not even funny. So don't do that. But I'm lightweight. I'm at 5 pounds here. That's 2. We'll do one more of those. And we're going to do another exercise. Notice the short breaks. That's so important. Short break, make it reps. Keep that break short. Again, with lightweight, lean forward if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's a palms facing rear, side raise, 5 pounds, 3 times 10. Now, we're going to do another exercise. I didn't do any foot raises like this. You can go like this and you can go like this. This is harder. That's a lot harder. You better have strength if you're going to put weight behind it. So when you saw me do it before, I was fresh. I was using a 45-pound bar. A, I'm not fresh. And B, I'm going to use my pumps like this. So I want a lightweight. I'll see how it feels with 5 pounds. Maybe I increase it. Maybe I keep it at 5. I don't know. So I haven't done this one in a very long time. Never during this period of getting fit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now it's important that you're using that at your tail end, especially with dumbbells, because each arm is working independently. One is not supporting the other. Give me a second here. I'm going to come in. I'm going to raise the weight a little bit. This is 7.5 pounds. I'm going to change the position of my arms, which makes it easier. I'm going to go up sideways like this. Here. Start at your height and raise and squeeze. It's really hard to keep it even. That's why you're using dumbbells, especially when you're dyslexic like me. 3. I'm losing my left and right here. 5. 6. 7. Totally losing left and right positioning. So next time I need to bring it lighter so I can concentrate on placement. That's really important. All right, we got 7.5 pounds of that. So as I was losing placement, we're going to go back down to the 5 pounds. This is why you drop the weight. Front lateral raise here, start at ears, up, squeeze, up, squeeze, up, squeeze, up, squeeze, 5, 6, okay. And 6 is good. So I'm done. You can't do that with a bar because you have to come out here. This is back here. It works more of a complete trap. See the traps? I'm not squeezing, I'm not stretching, I'm not flexing, I'm just pushing hands. That's what I'm working. Traps and shoulders, eh? So that's that. You write that down. As you saw, 7.5 pounds, an extra 2.5 pounds was too heavy. I was losing placement, position, drop the weight, drop the ego. So, 3, position, front of head, overhead, raise. Even though I did 7.5 for the one, I'm just going to call it 5 pounds because obviously I didn't do it. 7.5 was too heavy. I was losing position. See what 2.5 pounds means? So 3 times 10. And we'll go with the stop time here of 209. Stop 209. Okay, so that's that. We'll get us some food here. Again, when you do your shoulders, you want your chest and your back arms tired. Very important, otherwise those muscles will take over. They're much bigger and much stronger. They should be. You don't want that. You want to work your shoulder muscles and your traps, so they have to pop too. Everything, if you're going for strength, if you're going for muscularity, if you're a bodybuilder, every muscle in your body should pop. Every one. So we're showing you how to do that. For weak and fat, can barely do it. Too strong and ripped. Well, that takes time. It don't happen in a day.
You turn on the light, honey.
Okay, go ahead. Eggs out here. A little warm on. Somebody did her job this morning and got them ready ahead of time.
Somebody was rushing and forgot. All the years series of snapping fingies I got down. Oh, shut up.
It's looking pretty good. It's coming along. You know, I'm only on my 3rd month. From hanging, say, eating good. It's coming along. It ain't there. I'm 53 years old. I ain't no spring chickadee. Every 5 years is a big difference in what your body's capable of doing. Massive difference. And the older you get, the more those 5 years accentuate. So. Again, hydrate first. Blood sugar. Natural fruit, yes. Now again, some people just can't stomach raw eggs by themselves. So take your fruit and your honey, raw jelly, and your eggs, make a smoothie. How hard is that? Make a smoothie and have it ready. You gotta spike your blood sugar. It has to be done naturally without refined sugar. But spiking blood sugar allows the easily digestible liquid protein you're about to put in your body to be injected like nitrous oxide right into the muscles so they can grow. You got 15 minutes. That's it. That's why I walk it from there to here. Bam. I do it. The 3 you can do it after the workout, the better it is. So, and you go to your gym and pay your $10 smoothie fee? Yes, well, yes you can. You don't know for sure what to put in it. You can walk in with your own smoothie, your own eggs, whatever, have it ready, bam. Or you can be not so smart about your workout and drive all the way home and then get it done and it just won't do the same thing. Cactus honey, royal jelly. I'm shooting it online. we get in a Korean market. I don't even want to hear, wait, that stuff costs money. It's like, so do your potato chips and sodas, pal.
$20.
It's like, you can eat to live, or you can eat to die. But alcohol you're drinking costs money too. That weed you're smoking costs money too. Which is it going to be? You want to live or you want to die? Dying's easy. The second you're born, you start dying. Any fool can die. One thing's certain in life, nobody gets out of this adventure alive. Nobody leaves this adventure alive. So when do you want to die? You can choose. No problem. That's easy. Now, the problem with the smoothie is that people like to drink them cold. And
It's in the back.
nice
No,
enough
not the bottom.
to make me a smoothie.
It's in the purple mug.
Purple mug, which I'm going to show you right here. Got all kinds of good stuff in here. It's all beautiful and waiting for me. There's one problem with it. It's cold, and that's going to drop my metabolism down. So I can't have this right now. As much as I'd like to have this right now, but it's cold. So a room temperature smoothie doesn't work either. That's nasty. So I gotta wait to have this. I'll have this later. It's gonna be waiting for me right there in that refrigerator. I don't want to drop my metabolism. It's raring, it's happy, it's excited. Yay, workout. Let's build that muscle. If I put that in, I just dropped everything I just did. So you cannot do that. So anyhow, that concludes this edition of Todd's Prison Workout. And we will see you all later.